Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hearthstone. We're streaming again. Today is Sunday, July 23rd. I suppose we're mostly just helping a fan named Kofi play. He just unlocked the hunter because he defeated me as the hunter, which means I can, while I'm trying to get daily quests done with the mage, the only thing I can really do is let him beat me. And let's see how much of this we could really do. So he is only so far finished, so we can play one game here. I'm gonna choose this and then I'm gonna immediately concede, and Kofi, let me know if that unlocks the druid for you, because that's kind of all we can do right now for your account on this, but I've still got stuff we can do on the European account, which I know is your main account, so it would be probably a better effect to just switch over to the European account and play you there. I'm still going through the news also. There's only a few things left. A physical version for the Americas has been announced for .hack GU last recode. Again, I have to ask my commenters and my fans to let me know in the comments. Is it news that there's a physical version of a thing coming out, or is that just something that doesn't matter? Alright, so let me know, Kofi, if that immediately unlocks the druid for you, or if it's not going to count. I'm waiting for Kofi to respond. Yeah, so a physical version, actual disc coming out. It does point that they are hoping that .hack GU last recode will actually sell really well. Kofi said that worked. Well, then I'm gonna go through this, and that will unlock you some characters really quickly, and then let's just switch to the European account where it makes more sense to play. So the best way to power level your friends if they're new to Hearthstone is to have a solo deck, a standard deck for each of the characters, and then just immediately concede when playing your friends on all of them, and then that will allow them to unlock all 9 of the heroes, and then from that point they can play in ranked instead of having to play in practice mode, which kind of sucks.
Job's done.
A little bit of interesting twist here. The composer for Blizzard, Russell Brower, B-R-O-W-E-R, has been laid off. So,
the victory is yours.
So he seems like he's cool with it, and he's working on his own album, but it does seem a little strange that the composer and the director, basically, of music, he had a high sounding title. Like, he was a big guy in Blizzard, and it seems like the higher ups just restructured and laid him off. Doesn't seem like he was fired for cause, or if he was, that's being kept from the news reports. But it seems very odd that they're just gonna have him freelance, so that they're not paying for like his health care and they're not keeping him full-time employed. And that's the exact opposite we want to see in the video game industry. Is we don't want video game creators to have unstable income sources. like freelancers. That's the problem with the video game journalism right now already. So I don't like that. It also hints that maybe Blizzard doesn't plan on making anything new for a while. Like, I wouldn't say I think that Blizzard is never going to make another game, but alright, so now I'm going to switch over to the European account, and hopefully Kofi can meet me there. We also have an arena run I need to do eventually on the arena account, and
here, have a seat. You must be ravenous.
I want to focus on that. I don't know how long this Firefest, this Frost Festival is going to take. So I only have one daily quest, which is use the hero power 30 times. And I got a watch and learn, which allows me to open this pack. And then I think I either did an arena run or something and forgot to open this pack. So, when you first do the tutorial, it makes you play in solo. I'm going to play as the priest so I can heal myself over and over again and use 30 points. And you can see on my European account, since it's not my primary account, I am further along than Kofi is on his American account, but not by much. I'm still unlocking basic cards and still needing to level up things. I need to get one character to rank 20 to do tavern brawls, which means I need to focus on that too at some point. And so we need to do a count here and just see how many heals I can do. And I would ask Kofi that we play this as one of those long games where we take each other down to one but no further until one of us runs out of health. And I would prefer it be me, because then I'll get more experience and level up this character. Let's come over here to Hearthstone deck tracker, no deck mode, and switch that on and see if that works. I don't know if my Hearthstone deck tracker has been working up to this point. Let's see. Every turn I can play this, I should play this. And I've already messed up that once.
One shot, one kill.
Actually, I should be hitting his face. And my last piece of news, like I said at the beginning of today's streaming, there's not a lot of news, is NBC, or one of NBC's online things, used Minecraft to explain who owns the moon, and in general they said nobody owns the moon. It's kind of an iffy thing, because there's just a lot of people that have said a lot of things on that part, but you can pretty much guess that if the moon turned out to be full of gold or diamonds, some valuable commodity, then the United States, depending on who's running the United States at the time, that Congress, the Senate, the presidency, would potentially come back and say that they owned it. And they would have a very good argument under maritime law and ancient precedent for being the first one to put their foot on the ground to claim the entire thing. Now, however, if the United States did do that, it's potentially going to lead to a war. I don't know if, depending on who's running the United States right there, if they would particularly look at that as a good or a bad thing. I think mostly, in all realistic perspectives, as long as it's just corporations that are upfronting the expense to get to the moon and to mine it, I think whatever company that corporation is set into will be more than happy to just take their tax cut from it and not take any of the expenses of getting there, or any of the risks of getting there.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, I keep forgetting to use my healing ability. It's a little weird to think NBC used Minecraft to explain this when you would have thought maybe Kerbal Space Program, but the really cute little video they did actually worked better as Minecraft because it had features that they could use. They had like a custom Land Rovers, they had custom skins for the characters, and they had custom flags for each of the countries that have signed some UN moon treaties, which none of that would really matter anyways. I suppose it would be even a bigger mess if, say, China made it to the moon and then China claimed the moon. See, there's a big problem with being able to leave your planet before your planet is unified under one government body. It just potentially creates wars in space, which isn't probably going to be too good for anybody.
Push forward.
And that's all I have for news, so I can just focus on the game now. Maybe I'll do better on the European arena run because of that.
Do you need a blessing?
But I really think I did so poorly on the arena run just out of randomness. And it was a good lesson to learn that Hearth Arena as a helper application can only help so much. Like, if you have bad cards, you will not succeed. Or if you play the wrong cards, you will not succeed. Whatever was actually the case in the last arena run.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
So, Kofi, do you have any daily quests on this account that you need to get done? Wait for him to respond to that. I've totally lost count on how many times I've used the hero ability, but I imagine it's only been 4 or 5. Kofi says no, he doesn't have any daily quests on this account either. I suppose that's probably happening a lot for me because I start so late playing Hearthstone compared to most people. if I started at 10 in the morning, I probably would have all my daily quests done a lot quicker too. Or if I played every single day, I'd probably have them all done. And we're still just not having good networking issues here. Really don't have any reason for that to be the case, but it's happening
We must cleanse
nonetheless.
the Sunwell.
16 cards, 14 cards, healing. So I imagine by the time we're done with this game, that'll be it for today with Kofi, because I've got an arena run to do in the European account, and then I have any daily quests I can try to get done while doing the arena run on the Asian account. I'm spreading everything out a lot, I know. Unless he has a deck or something he wants to show off really badly.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I should keep this guy alive so it keeps healing up his character.
Push forward.
It's kind of a new level on my channel, because Kofi,
Drink the power.
unless it was someone else that asked me this yesterday, was asking when I was gonna stream next yesterday, and I told him I plan on streaming today. So now, kind of by appointment, I'm bringing fans to watch me stream on Sundays, where for recent history at least, streaming on Sundays
Someone injured?
pretty much guaranteed that nobody was gonna watch. Which I'm glad to see that that's something that can be mitigated or at least improved upon as a factor, because if I went for a year streaming on Sundays and every Sunday got way less views and nobody on the chat, then I probably would just at a certain level just stop streaming on Sundays. I should schedule it to a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and just every week do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But if I did that, then I would never have an opportunity to get extra footage recorded for the other games I'm covering. The other games I'm recording and airing, of course, aren't really getting any views. But I'm still at that level where it's like, I don't want to change my channel just to chase after views. I still want to play old games. I still want a record. I started this channel kind of as a video diary of me playing video games. I want a record of me playing some of these old games that I've played before. I want a record of me playing some of the new games I haven't played but want to play. And I want to see if I can monetize it, but it's not the main goal. Obviously, if my main goal was to make just money, I would do so many different things. I wouldn't even be covering video games. I saw a movie review on YouTube of that Valerian and the World of 1,000 Planets, or the City of 1,000 Planets. He said that the characters were pretty boring, and I don't know if maybe that's supposed to be the case, that Valerian, the main character, is supposed to be like this unemotional person, but it's certainly something I felt whenever I saw the many trailers and ads for it, which is a shame, because from what it looks like this could be the next Star Wars if the characters were interesting and the actors were good, but sadly not the case. Speaking of the next Star Wars, I need to watch the last Star Wars, which I guess I need to watch several of the last Star Wars at this point, because I haven't seen Rogue One or Episode 7. How many more cards do we have? 6, 3. So in 6 more turns, I need to get him down to 0 if I'm gonna win and get the experience. Which that's gonna be kind of hard to do without Kofi's help. But otherwise, I really don't have that much to talk about. The summer slowdown, it kind of just affects me, apparently, in everything I do. I've literally just been sleeping for most of the week.
I bring life.
I'm watching TV, watching Penn and Teller Full Us, and let's see, what else am I watching on TV? Winona Earp, which isn't the greatest of shows. Preacher, I'm watching that, which I think, frankly, I'm just wasting my time a little bit by watching Preacher in the TV version, when I probably would have a better experience if I just read the comic books. Kind of from watching MasterChef. I don't know what else. I don't think there is too much else I'm watching. I'm getting less and less into TV, which is a good thing. I'd like to get rid of TV altogether. It's a distraction. There are things I know that, like, if I'm not recording a game, I should probably be scheduling and doing paperwork for a game. Very often in the past couple of weeks, I've done scheduling when I was half asleep, and significantly increased the chances of making mistakes and having things air at the wrong time or have the wrong information on it. That new YouTube beta I'm still not in it, so.
Is someone injured?
And probably never will be. YouTube, by the way, sneakily increased the amount of fans you need for Super Chat up to 1,000. So it was you needed 500 subscribers. Now you need 1,000 before Super Chat happens. YouTube has been doing that, and it's dangerously to the point where YouTube could just always pull the rug out from under me as a not that big channel. They could just always raise the limits and say, nope, you can't make money here, you can't make money here. That's kind of what YouTube does in general. It's just always pulling the rug out from under the creators and saying no, you can't get ad revenue here, or no, you can't do that here. Always changing things, always making things problematic. The annotations stopped on May 2nd, very quietly. People knew annotations were going away, but I didn't know the exact date. So I clicked on it and I'm like, let me see what this does now, because it used to just say they're going away, and I figured that's what they were gonna for about a year do, is just say annotations are going away, and then it would just take away that button. But no, instead they left the button, but when you click on the button, it just says, nope, this isn't here anymore. We disabled this feature. Which I'm fine with annotations going away particularly, but they've changed a bunch of other things. Well, I didn't get the victory, but I should have gotten a lot of experience there. But you're locked to one level per character. So, good game, says Kofi. So I only went up to level 2, but if I was to say play Kofi here and then concede immediately, then I would probably go up to level level 3 or 4 every time. Let's see, what are we here? I need to use my priest healing ability or my hunter ability. Let's just do hunter again. And where's Hearth Arena when you need it? It won't work here. Why does it not work on the different accounts? Okay. So, because Hearth Arena only seems to work on the Americas account, I'm just gonna have to build a arena deck here based on my own thing. Dinomancy. And so this will be funny if Hearth Arena helped me before and it did worse. And then what this is. I'm gonna take this instead. I do need a 1/1, but I'm gonna take this right now. No, I'm gonna take this. This was way better a card. What did I just take? Because the internet messed up. Let's take this. Take this. I'm gonna take this. Do you need a 1/1? Let's see. Take that one. Take that one. Take this. I've got a lot of three cost cards here. Probably need something else. I'll take that one. I'll take this. Kofi says he has to go to sleep. Bye, Kofi. I certainly don't want to be causing people to lose sleep. The beauty of YouTube is you can always come back and watch the videos later. And that's why I'm not super concerned, particularly about the current live viewers. I love when people are live and they can chat, certainly, but also I know people have their own lives that they need to live. Let's see. So am I doing good or am I doing bad? I'm getting a lot of duplicates, and unless it's just a duplicate of a really, really good card, I imagine I'm going to take a heal. No, I'm going to take this. I don't think that works that well. Like, I just don't buy the idea of having 30, well, like even 30 Reno Jacksons probably doesn't work that well. Or 30 Kel'Thuzad probably doesn't work that well. Maybe if you had 30 of the Murloc that gets +1 for every Murloc you play, that might work decently well. But there would still be some holes in that strategy.
Let the hunt begin.
So we're trying to use our hero ability and play, I think, warrior cards, which is not this at all. So we're just trying to win. Alright, we'll take that. There's no great strategy in this. And I did it all without Hearth Arena, so we'll see. Are we going to get 3 losses and then be done? Or is that going to be it? I may not even have enough gold to buy another arena run after this. Ideally, I would hope that I do, but no guarantee. That I guess I could have used the coin and summoned that, but no need to.
Funnel cake?
This and that, and in the turn. It would be really nice if we got 12 wins really fast, but I don't think that's going to happen. I made him waste his weapon. Let's see. So I'm just gonna constantly increase the pain on him. It's like anything I play is now +2/+2. And he's either gonna have to spend a lot of mana to see that it doesn't work that way, or live with it. I'd like to play this to give this some attack first. Or that would be fine too.
This guy's toast.
Now we got some battle cry things. This.
Job's done.
What was this? Give a friendly beast +2/+2 with taunt. Oh, this is not a beast. Darn it. So this was a bad card to have in my deck.
Hey,
That was a bad card to play too. I could have played this instead. Oh well. Because now, let's see, I can do this and this.
done.
A glorious invention.
And ideally, I'd want to keep this in my hand.
There's no look safe.
What'll be interesting to look here is, since we're so late at night and Kofi's left us for the evening, how long will it take if anybody else even comes onto the stream as far as chatting? Like, will it take an hour of streaming? Will it take 2 hours? Will it take 3 hours? Because I have noticed in previous streams that there is definitely some gaps there where YouTube has to really recognize that you're here and you're there for the long haul. Oh, the only thing I could give an improved thing on here is that. I'm just gonna end the turn here, I guess. Because those numbers, like how long should I stay playing, is a very important question to ask. If I could lock it down to say I should stream for 3 hours each stream, that would be fine. That's kind of what I was doing anyways. If it becomes a lot more than that, then that's slightly problematic. I have to play this here.
I'm hunting low.
And finally I have a beast I can give some more attack to. So 2/1/1 chance. Yeah, I don't see how I succeed on this. Maybe this will work though. Maybe, but I doubt it. This is a terrible card. I have just learned this. This is a terrible card. Nobody's gonna ever attack it, so it's just taking up space, and I can't do anything with it because it's not a beast or anything. I should not have picked this.
I'll put it on your hand.
Restore, and then once my network stops giving me trouble,
I hunt alone.
this internet is just getting awful. Awful. I'm a little surprised Kofi didn't mention it, but I mean, he was mostly playing me directly, so he may not have even been
You want to buy a funnel cake?
following along on the video that much. Destroy a random enemy minion, I'll take that.
I hunt alone.
So next turn I could power this one up and kill this guy and kill this guy. I would need a pretty big miracle to win here.
Come to me, little ones. Job's done.
And of course he'll just take the victory if he's smart. So defeat number 1. I suppose slowly that will get me to rank 20. I need one more hero power played, and then that's kind of it. How many people do we have on the European account? We've got one guy that's been online 3 weeks ago. So if it says more than a month for these people, I'm probably going to start kicking them eventually. I only have 15 people though, so now would really not be the time to do that. So again, just trying to win. I'll use the hero power once and that'll get that daily quest done, and then I'll just play ranked as far as warrior cards and probably not succeed, but still get the cards played. So I will succeed, I just won't win the games. And then there's the Asia ranked play, which I'm thinking maybe we skip it. Maybe just risk it a little bit? I don't know. Now is really not the time to do that. Now is the time to play in this Frostfall Festival, because we're getting a good deal with the Frostfall Festival characters. After the Frostfall Festival, which I imagine will go right into the next expansion, I will stop doing arena runs and stop really doing daily quests on the Asian account and the European account as much. Because I still think there's like an America's account daily quest that I haven't gotten done.
What you want?
So I'm bouncing between 3 different accounts when I should just focus. All right.
This no look safe.
So I've got 2 of these. The question is, who do I want this to give to? 2 plus 2 plus 2 to. So is he going to use that charge and kill himself or not? They don't even know how to play the game. They don't even understand taunt. Is that really the fault of Hearthstone? I guess maybe. Maybe at the beginning of the game somewhere they needed to really make sure people understood taunt. More than they seem to understand it now. Because that's the #1 dumb move I've seen players play is, oh, let me see if I can attack their face, even though I clearly have just looked at a taunt creature.
What to do? You smell like a leopard.
Bring out your dead.
Certainly get back into a very laid-back perspective too. At this level.
No look safe.
So that was the last hero attack I needed. So that's a 4/7. And after this arena run, or maybe just after this game, we'll break it up. Yeah, I should just break it up after this game. I don't need to keep arena runs in episodes. I honestly have no clue what I'm doing with my pre-recorded versions of Hearthstone. It's just filling up time. It's just filling up a time slot. It would be easier to get rid of it and say you've got to watch the live streams that are unedited. I'm not going to waste my time on those anymore. I did recently see a YouTuber do something like that where they really didn't give editing and putting some quality effort into their videos and making clips a shake at all. They just kind of tried for a week, and then the numbers, because they had a confirmation bias, the numbers didn't look so good for the first week, which is like, okay, yeah. If you go from live streaming all of your videos for hours and hours and then clip it into the important parts, and you're very bad at editing, so it's taking you hours and hours to edit yourself, which I get that. Like, I'm bad at editing. I don't edit things that much. But what they really weren't taking into account is how those videos are going to perform in the long run, and I think that's where you're going to very quickly find that you actually do in the long run get more views and more shares if a video is nice, short, and to the point versus a long live stream. Like, if I'm sharing a video that's a long live stream to somebody, I feel it important to tell them, like, skip to this point. This is the point where you need to see. And more often than not, I just won't share long live streams because there isn't something concise and interesting that I want to share. And that's why I imagine on my channel, if I was sharing my own videos, I imagine I would share episode 1 of a series or a playlist of that entire series if I could find it, which YouTube doesn't really help you find the playlist that well, to somebody. I wouldn't be telling them to watch episode 5 5 minutes in, because if they're going to want to watch the content at all, they're going to want to watch from the beginning, probably. That would be my guess.
That was a mistake.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see.
I don't have enough mana. I hunt alone.
There we go. I don't know what I'd really do to my channel to make my videos more shareable. Like, I know there's been an Assassin's Creed glitch that I clipped out and made a separate video once. But I really don't do clips myself because I'm bad at editing and I don't have time, and it's not really going to show you too much. And I don't bend over backwards to have a review. In fact, at the very end of my newer videos, I'm less and less saying, oh, here's my summation of what I think about this game. And more I'm trusting the audience to simply been along with me during that journey and known what I was saying. And if they aren't, if they weren't watching from the beginning, then I'm not really concerning myself with that. This is taking forever. Let's see.
Job's done.
So the one thing I could clip out potentially would have been my final thoughts if I really worked that down to a scripted experience where it's like, here's what I thought of the game. I kind of do some of that, but not enough. And I don't, that just kind of boils down to the star system, and the reason why I don't use star systems. And I don't want to say that like I'm so special. A lot of people don't use star systems or rating systems or anything, because for different reasons. But yeah, I don't want to boil down my potential 10 to 60 hours of gameplay and comments on gameplay down to a paragraph or a sentence. And because of that, and combining that and the fact that I'm not fully focused on playing games, I'm not going to pull off Overwatch like no scope 360s style shots on most games, so I don't do anything that really impresses me that much. And frankly, I'm not an esports person, so I'm not here to impress people. I'm here to criticize other people's creations. So yeah, it just kind of boils down to I have no clue what I would do to get clips. I imagine my fans, if they are watching a video, might find a funny clip or something. Me saying something kind of dumb. It's more than likely there's a lot of instances of that out there, but they would have to tell me. There's a lot on my channel that needs fan assistance. Like, when videos are in the wrong order of a playlist, I will almost certainly never catch that. If playlists are needing descriptions or corrections, if there's inaccurate information in the description of a video, stuff that most viewers wouldn't even see unless they're specifically looking for it, I would be better suited to just have a secretary look over my 5,000 videos somewhere and try to improve upon it that way. So if I could get Dinomancy now and power up this beast, that would be lovely. But not the case yet. I almost don't even want to win on the arena. I do want to win, clearly. I'd love to get the money back. I'd love to earn more money. I'd love to get more card packs. But just from the perspective of time management, I'm thinking to myself, no, I kind of don't want to win. Kill that character. That'll wreck his strategy, I imagine. He seemed a little too eager to kill his own characters. Friendly beast +2/+2 on taunt. This one gets 1 for that battle cry. Alright. Do we want to do this and then this? Attack twice and attack one more time. And at 6 to 30 with this, I think I probably am at a good point to win. Probably a little too early to call victory, but we shall see. Right. Do this or taunt. Another taunt I think is good. So this alone might win if he plays 2 more characters with neither of them being taunt.
You have been.
Nice victory. And so this is a good point to end this recording, so stay tuned if you're watching live. Everybody else, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hearthstone. We're streaming and doing a arena run during the Frost Festival on the European account. Let's continue playing. Now I do have a secondary warrior cards that need to be played daily quests and for the European account, which kind of sucks. And the way things line up and when you get new quests is a little odd, because it's about 10 in the morning my time for the Americas account, and then it's about 5 p.m. it seems, 5 or 4 p.m. in the evening for the European account, and I don't even really have a clue when the Asian accounts cross over that time limit to give you your daily quests. So trying to line up all of these and have 3 daily challenges at the same time when you start streaming doesn't seem like it's a high chance of succeeding. I got these cards, which turned out to be awful, so I've got to figure out something to do with them. Probably not a terrible move to do something like this.
No look save.
This on the 7th turn could win it for me. This on the 5th turn could be helpful. And this at any point might be a little helpful. So now I'm just waiting for them to decide. Internet's been really bad. Really, really bad. I don't know why that is. Let's see. I killed this one. And 50-50 chance of hitting that. I think that's probably the right move. Actually, that was totally the wrong move. That was totally the wrong move.
I love omelets.
Let's see. Didn't power up either one of those guys, but that's fine. We'll do this.
Job done.
See what happens. Come on, guy, come on.
You love my new recipe.
See, I'm not sure if what the problem here is that it's because I've moved over to my new router that still doesn't quite have the best of a modified version on it, or if this is a bigger issue that's happening on my ISP side. Let's see. Destroy random enemy. this. And I'm about to lose, so...
Down!
There we go. Well, I believe that will be defeat number 2. And at least I'm going to get a couple of wins here. I think one of the factors is just going to be Hearth Arena not working on the European or Asia account. Like, honestly, I had no interest at all in playing Arena before I found Hearth Arena, and I think I'm gonna fall back to that feeling pretty quickly too.
Let the hunt
Just
begin.
See, what my router has been doing lately, and I don't know if it's the router or if my internet service provider, if I can explain it, is it disconnects from the Wi-Fi for like a second and then it reconnects, and just long enough that you would notice it, like long enough for YouTube to say no connection and then come back up and have connection. And I just don't know what's going on. It might be a quality of service issue. But if it is a quality of service issue, then my quality of service is messed up, and I don't know what I did wrong there. Maybe I gave it too many ports, or I mean, there's so many different things that could be the problem that I'll have to mess with.
I love omelets.
And because it's just this slight issue, I half wonder if it's if YouTube itself is just compensating. It would explain why Kofi never complained about the video lagging or anything like that, although his internet may be bad and all his video may just lag. This and this and this is a beast. I'm gonna just hold my turn though. No reason to kill this guy, just to power up this guy. Only friendly beasts. Ah, darn it. You figured out a way to win. Well, I'm probably gonna get my 3rd loss right here, which is better than the arena run I just did with Hearth Arena though. It definitely feels like different times you play translate into different chances and odds of winning. Like, with any luck, misdirect will... Nope, that's not how misdirect works, I guess. That doesn't help too much. Yep. It does not look good for me.
Yes.
I really probably am just not ready to be playing Arena.
Come to me, little ones.
And that's a sad statement to say something like that when you've been playing for like 3 years of Hearthstone. And to say, I'm still not good enough, I still don't have the cards, I still don't have the skill. Mostly I just don't think I have the money. I think when you break it down to people that are streaming and playing Arena all the time, I think they're spending a lot of money or they're getting a lot of gold to get up to the point that they're at.
Where shall I strike?
And Arena runs don't even last that long unless you're winning. They do add some gameplay time, certainly, but they don't become a 6 to 8 hour event. It's like, how much would a $2 worth of DLC on a game, how much would you expect in other games for that to give you? It's an interesting question. Like, if I was to pay $2 to The Witcher 3, how much would I expect that would give me? Probably some cosmetic costume and at least one mission, I would say. Not a super long mission, but at least 20 to 30 minutes. So you may be getting a little bit better of a deal on Arena runs, but maybe not, depending on how much you value a cosmetic expansion that's missing here. In this case, see, is there another game with a lot of DLC that makes a better equivalency test? Well, I guess back to the Witcher 3 thing. If the DLC for Witcher 3 was $30, which let's just say it was, then that would be 15 Arena rounds. Would I prefer to play for like 10 hours? Yeah, I've lost on the Witcher 3 like Blood and Wine DLC. Would I prefer to have that or 15 Arena rounds? Personally, I would prefer to have the Blood and Wine DLC. Yeah, there's something you just like. A lot of games, when they give you game rewards, honestly, it's so easy to forget or just realize that there's really no value in what you were rewarded. Like, for my $2, I've been given a card that I already have 2 of, I'm sure, a card pack that will be 5 cards that I already have, and 35 gold, which these two on their own is about 130 is about 135 gold worth, but this is only worth about 5 dust. So when I open this card pack that gives me a small chance of a legendary, actually kind of a higher chance, I think, right now. Maybe they haven't implemented the new legendary system yet, but I've probably opened about 10 legendary packs and not gotten one. 10 packs, not gotten a single legendary. Dust. Oh yeah. Actually, since this is the European account, I don't even have those cards. I was thinking my primary America's account. Alright, so there is one thing that I need to do here. I have 115 dust. I need to make something like this. That's wild. Now I should be able, I think, to make a wild deck. And let's just make sure that's the case. Create new deck, wild, and just rogue. Start off with. Choose this. Then I'm gonna put this one card in, and then I'm gonna put all cards in, and just throw a bunch of other things in here. There's really no making a good deck here, but the point of it is just to have these pirate have a deck with a wild deck in here. There we go. And all of that is just so if somebody friends me, they can friend me now with a wild deck, and we can play wild even though I would be playing with a standard deck more than likely. So the daily quest here is play 30 warrior class cards. There's really no reason not to try just to make a warrior class card. And this if I can fill up my deck with these cards and go one game, then I should be fine. And see, it's telling me very much to convert this to a standard deck. Because it doesn't want me to play wild. There we go. Play this new warrior, ranked 25. Let's do it. Win or lose doesn't matter at rank 25. You would want to win. We'd want to get up to rank 20, 19, 18. Apparently rank 5 is where all the cool kids are at as far as things. I do have 545 gold, so I should either buy another arena run or save up the gold and buy the second week of One Night in Karazhan. Probably should save my money though and not even buy the second arena run.
You asked for it.
Because we could just continuously go down this path. It could just non-stop be an issue where we're doing arena run after arena run after arena run for the Frost Festival, and I don't see a reason to. But there is a reason to buy in, because you're going to get that free victory now. So if I buy in now and don't play another arena run for a year, then at the very least I'll have that Frost Festival thing ready. There's no way this card would ever win the game for anybody. If it did, it would be a very strange game. Imagine, like, 15, 20 turns in, you've got them down to 1 health, and you play this, because you've been holding on to this card since the beginning of the game. It's not likely to happen.
you like my invention.
That being said, I guess there's nothing really too wrong with this card. It's a 2/1. It's probably not the best solution.
I'll show them. I'll show
Charge
them
minions have +1 attack. Execute, destroy a damaged minion. Let's see.
Charge forward.
In the turn.
Let the pain speak to me.
Let's see. Charge +1 attack. I'll take that. Attack. Attack. This is one of those cards that was one of the first cards to be nerfed. But whatever. Nobody's whining about that anymore. We've got so many other things to whine about. I could do this and this on something big, but I preferred it to be something big and not just this guy. I don't want a secret on the face. If I can avoid that, that'd be nice. Suppose we can do this.
Job done.
See, but I kind of need to waste my time here and play more cards, and that's gonna prove to be a difficult thing to do. So we do this, 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 that in the turn. Like, for multiple reasons, I need to stall here. I need to play more cards and do more damage to the face so I can level up my guy and unlock more cards. And I want to be able to do tavern brawls. I don't think I would particularly do the tavern brawls. I almost need a secondary person, honestly. Like a Hearthstone secretary that's just like, okay, my stream is gonna be this long, but I'm gonna have somebody else do the tavern brawl on the European and Asian account, and I'm gonna have my secretary do the arena runs and play better than me, probably. Why can't I attack? Because my internet's messing up, that's why.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
Almost feels like they turned down my internet. That they're throttling my internet speed more. Yep. Internet doesn't get better and better like it should. It gets worse and worse in the United States. That's what happens when you let a single company or two run all your business. and give them duopolies or
I hope you like my invention.
multiopolies. Whatever you want to call it. And it's not even like I could just go to a different company. There's literally no other company other than DSL, which would be slower. Let's see. Can I really attack twice?
Already attacked.
Nope. Oh, but because I gave him charge, he has +1 attack. Interesting.
For the well song, force my hand.
Interesting twist. That I didn't think that would have done anything, but it did interact with this. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But I've got so much to do. I really need to rethink this. Really need to rethink this. Maybe I'm setting down the foundation though. Like maybe as I stream more and get more subscribers, more people will follow me with the new expansion. More people will watch my other videos on other games, and maybe I'm building a mighty foundation for a great building. But by just putting in the hard hours now. Problem here is I've got 17 more cards to play and it's taking too long. But I would like a victory too, so whatever it takes. I'm half tempted just to mute myself and just play quiet. There's so little to say. Mahmood's online. Hey Mahmood, you want to play after this game? I have a daily quest in which I need to play warrior cards on the European account. Plus I can help you with anything you need done if you've got any daily quests left.
One shot, one kill.
Mahmood in particular is I've not been able to play him at all, and he's wanted to play me for a month. Like we started a game and my internet went out before. Right now my internet's acting funky, but it seems to be staying up. So I'm willing to give it another try. Mahmood is one of the fans that I specifically spent the extra effort to go through the European account setup so I could play people. This is...
Job done.
What to do? What to do?
In fact, Mahmoud was playing yesterday, and I had to watch and learn, so I was able to spectate him and watch him win and get a free card pack. Mahmoud said, I'll help you. I've done my quests.
I wonder.
Yeah, we play one game before I need to skip back to the America's account and need to look at the Asian account somewhat. See what I want to do with that. I might just leave that arena run where it is. Let's see. This will be interesting if he wins right now, because he's got all of these spells. He's got all these spells that have been lowering the... Wow. So I need to play 17 more warrior class cards. Let's see. And see, it turns out you have to craft at least one wild card to let the other people play wild. So on the setup on the European account, I had to craft one wild card, apparently. At least that's how it seems like it goes.
Garrosh versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death!
So that's something I should also do on the European account. The Asian account, is I need to craft one wild card on that. It's so much extra work. So much just extra work on a game that already felt like it was too much work.
Job's done.
So I need to keep count here on how many warrior cards I play. And then ideally I want to win so I can level up this character, because we're still trying to get some character up to rank 20, which I'm going to have to play offline to get that done in any reasonable amount of time. That's one. And I need one character at rank 20 so I can do the Tavern Brawls. So I could get card packs, so I could try to expand the Asian and European accounts to have some semblance of a chance of having some cards. It would probably be very unfair, but I wouldn't mind it if new players below rank 20 were just given a card pack every Tavern Brawl. It just popped up something and said, look, you can't play the Tavern Brawl right now, so here's a free card pack. And because that's not going to really change anything in the long run. I don't think it does actually do anything. It just helps the new players get cards that regular players that have been playing Hearthstone are gonna get anyways. Sure, somebody could have an account where they're just collecting card pack after card pack after card pack, and
Put it on your tab.
in 52 weeks they would potentially have maybe 52 extra card packs they got. But that's hardly enough to complain about for a year of not playing Hearthstone at all. That would only, in my opinion, convince players that maybe started on Hearthstone to come back and play it again. If you could tell all of the Hearthstone players who maybe have started it a year ago that if they come back and right now they'll get a ton of extra cards, they'd be really happy about that, and I'd be really happy about that too, because that means there's more people playing Hearthstone and the game in general will be better with more people playing. I would guess that in a collectible card game where you're playing against other players, having more players is a good thing. Hearthstone itself would turn out to be really, really frustrating if... Let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess we have to do this. And this. And this. And I can give something charge if I want to. And I'll give this one charge. And that doesn't seem like that really changes anything, but it will if I get a different character. Because there's Warsong Commander that gives your charge minions +1 attack. And so now this one will get +1 attack if I have a Warsong Commander on the ground. I guess I really just don't buy into the collectible part of the collectible card game. I never really liked it in any collectible card game I've ever played. I probably played about 7 cards, I would guess, and I needed 17, so let's shoot for 10 more. I haven't been paying enough attention.
Once upon a time.
Is someone injured?
It's better if Mahmoud heals himself so I can do more damage to him. That way,
One shot, one kill.
I get more experience. I think that's how that works. And kind of sucks you can't look at the stats of your character from the screen. No double click on him, no right click. No double right click, no middle mouse button, no mouse wheel. Like, the number of ranked wins could pop up down here, the level could pop up down here. The name of the deck you're playing could pop up down here. There's literally nothing happening down here. Except for the cards. Which I guess when the cards are there that matters. But you could also get rid of one of these side pieces and have some more information here, have some more information here.
I bring life
Charge. I was hoping for charge. Alexstrasza. Should I play Alexstrasza if I had it? It's probably worth it. Like, for 9 mana, you potentially either reduce or increase a player's life to 15. Can't play that card.
My echoes are eternal.
You know what's funny here is I talked about having this summer slowdown effect on me where I'm just not getting anything done for the past month. And even in that, I'm also admitting that there was more things I could have done. Like, there are things I could play off screen on Hearthstone instead of literally doing nothing video game related. It's just a weird thing in my head. Like, if I'm gonna sit down and try to play a game, I would want to sit down and play the game that would end up being footage, but I often don't feel motivated to do that, so I instead do nothing. Or instead I just watch TV or take a nap or eat a snack or something. It's like
Once upon a time.
The paralyzing factor of choice sometimes. That's why people like TV so much in the first place, is that you just sit in front of it and let the TV decide what you're gonna see. If you don't like it, you change the channel, maybe, but for the most part, you don't have to consider or make any great effort. How many cards do I have? I have 10, and he has 8. And as he's healed, he's going to draw more cards. So if I had some strategy in which I could make him heal his character, wow. Did not think that would do that much damage.
My hand is too full.
That card worked rather well. What was that card? Sleep with the fishes. Deal 3 damage to all damaged minions. I probably should play that card.
For this
Four more cards. 5 more cards. 5 to 8. Well, he could certainly win here with a couple attacks to my face.
Truth is my shield.
And at this point, I should have played enough warrior cards to get the daily quest done. Might as well play this and then end the turn. Now these two alone wouldn't be enough to win, but he's not going to run out of cards until 3 more turns anyways. That's a nice card to mix with that card. Nice strategy there.
Almost out of cards.
What's funny is these past few streams I've seen several new cards that aren't new, but they're new to me. I don't know if this is because I'm paying more attention, or maybe I'm just I guess it's because I'm paying more attention. I don't think Hearthstone is slowly sneaking in new cards before the expansion. That wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Charge forward!
I'm out of cards.
Right.
Ready for action.
This. This. This.
Job done.
And how many turns would it take him to go below 10? It would take 2 turns. 1 more turn.
To arms!
See, and I think 10 is at the point where you can just concede. Otherwise, it will be a couple more turns of fatigue.
To arms!
That should do it. Nope. 1 more. But even if he did concede, then I'd get less experience, so it is worth staying around. I don't know if fatigue damage counts as damage I inflict, though.
To arms!
That's something. It's an interesting question. Alright, that should get our daily quest done on the RPM class. He's up to level 10. We get Tactician done. So, you locked until you reach level 20 in a class. The highest I have right now is the Shaman. And so I would have to play the Shaman off screen, I imagine, to do all that. Now, as far as One Night in Karazhan, I have to open this and have 700 gold to open the next one. And it makes sense right now to buy the next arena. Even if I'm not going to play this, it gives me the 1 win on that. And so that makes sense. And do we have any cards that need to be turned into dust? No, we don't. So let's swap back over to the Americas for a second. Over to the Americas account and see what I need to do for that daily quest. And then I'll look at the Asia's account and see what I want to do there.
Welcome back.
right now with no fans on the Asia account, there's there's a ton of stuff here I need to do. I need to play the mage because I haven't gotten any of that done. I'm glad I looked. Switch over to this. Play this. Might as well play in ranked. Let's go. And I should have split up the video, but whatever. Still not sure what I'm going to do with all those extra Hearthstone videos anyways. Maybe I should reevaluate splitting them up in 45-minute chunks instead and split them up in an hour 20-minute chunks.
Jaina versus Jaina.
So,
You asked for it. Oh, it is.
if I can get a moderate amount of elementals and battlecry cards played and mage cards, I probably could get this all done in this one game. Thank you again for your help, Mahmood. Let's see, no deck mode. Nope. And then deck mode. I'm noticing both the overlay programs seem to suffer from a problem when you switch between different accounts. This guy will get +1/+1 for every battlecry thing I play. I've got a decent number of battlecry things to play. Let's do this. I suppose.
I want to cast a spell. Cast a spell. I want to cast a spell. Spells are fun. So fun.
I would definitely want to try to get some more people on each of my accounts, more people that will help me. It feels a little bit sleazy, frankly, to always have to rely on the same few people to get the daily quest done. They seem all to be more than happy to do it, but it just doesn't feel completely kind, and it's gonna get annoying fast. Mahmood said you're more than welcome for I said I thanked him earlier. People are gonna get really bored of me asking them to let me win. and I'm probably already bored with having to ask. But in playing friends and getting daily quests done, that in theory might eventually translate to having more time to play more arena runs, which is where I'd like it to go.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Of course, I'd like my arena runs to actually win, too. The ratio is sliding downward. Like it's feels closer to 40% than 50 or 60% win of decent win ratios on arena runs. In the long run, is probably easier and better, though, just to always before we do anything, let's attack here.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Job done.
So we got a counter spell. I'd like to play polymorph and transform this to a 4-2, or this to a 4-2. Actually, that'd be really nice. Playing mage cards and trying to win, and playing battle cry cards, and trying to find some elemental cards too. There's a couple of elementals, I think. Let's see. This. Come on, internet. Actually, I should have attacked, then transformed it, since it has charge. Oh well. That's one damage I missed out on. I think I'm gonna have to help him just to stay alive in this game. Well, actually, I shouldn't help him. I should take the victory. Take the victory and don't be silly.
I'm late. I'm late.
That minion already attacked.
Throw that out there. And this is a 6/6, so it's not even that powerful, but it's a nice backup in case somehow I don't win with Leroy Jenkins.
Secrets.
How did you end up with 2 sheeps? I guess that was the duplicate spell. Let's do this. Wait, is this an elemental? No, so we don't even need to do that.
You win this.
Win streak bonus, nice. Level 60. 10 elementals done. So, what else do we need? Come on, internet. We need, let's see, a lot more mage class cards. So let's just keep playing. Oh, I was gonna break up here, so let's do that. That's going to be it for this recording. Stay tuned if you're watching live. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.